Paul Brown used to work for a startup, providing software to emergency services. But last week, he lost his job, along with dozens of his colleagues.
Some of the things that worry me, really, at my stage of life, are that if you don't quickly find another job, then what can happen is that you end up becoming demotivated.
He's not alone. Across the world, thousands of workers in the tech sector have been let go in the last few months. It's a similar story in Australia.
So this is our Generation 3 Maverick.
At this solar tech company in Sydney, Chris McGrath has had to cut a quarter of his workforce.
Yeah, it's a very difficult decision for us to make, and it's one that we didn't make lightly, but one that we also made with confidence that it was the right thing for the business and what we needed to do to get on a more sustainable footing. We also operate in an industry that's been hit really hard by COVID, supply chain challenges, geopolitical challenges.
Earlier this year, Chris's business was able to secure $30 million from private investors, even though the cost of borrowing money continues to surge. Like many tech firms, the 5B Solar Company was able to hire lots of extra workers during the pandemic, when interest rates were slashed to almost zero and governments pumped trillions of dollars into their economies. But now all that stimulus is being removed, businesses have to make tougher choices. It's harder for companies to attract investment, especially if they're burning cash rapidly and not turning a profit. Share prices have crashed, particularly the buy now, pay later firms. Takeovers are being abandoned, like Zip's bid for Sezzle, and companies are being wound up, including the neobank Volt, leading to another 140 job losses. The price of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies have also tanked in this higher interest rate environment. Since November, they've shed about 70% of their value. The head of cryptocurrency firm Banksa, Holger Arians, had to lay off 70 of his employees.
That was a very difficult decision we had to make, unfortunately, but the reality is we've certainly hired very, very fast. We also didn't get the productivity we wanted from the additional people we hired.
Fledgling startups are also finding it tougher to attract funding from private investors.
2015 or so, the average was 1.5 years to their first investment, according to Crunchbase data, and it's now 3.2 years to their first investment.
Meanwhile, Paul Brown is furiously working his contacts to find his next gig.
My job at the moment is to stay motivated, talk to people that I've worked with that would like me to come and work with them again, and just stay positive.
He's hoping to end his career on a high note.